I'm here with Gene and Will, writers and directors of the Yeti. I guess I'll start off with I love cryptids, not the documentaries, but I love movies involving them. So I saw Yeti, I'm like, yes, I will. What brought you guys together for this movie?
During the pandemic, I was watching a lot of monster movies and I kind of noticed that there wasn't enough Yeti movies, which I always thought is the coolest cryptid because of the snow setting and it's just cool. And so I called Gene and I was like, we got to make a Yeti movie. And he was busy with COVID, making a COVID documentary. I was calling him every day and being like, we got to make a Yeti movie. So 6 years of that. And then we made the movie.
Excellent. And oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna. You both wrote this and you both directed it. What's kind of the workflow between the two of you, especially in writing? Because I always get confused when there's a writing team of okay, move away. I'm taking the keyboard now. No, it's my turn. Or how does that go about?
Yeah, so the first couple drafts I wrote by myself, and then Gene came on board and we started co-writing, and I would do like a first vomit draft of it, and then I would send it to him and he would make it better, and then he would send it back to me, and then I would make it better, and then I would send it back to him and he would make it better, and it's kind of just went like that until we're like, okay, I think it's in shape to start sending it around.
What's kind of some of the stuff like when you're going back and forth and you're trying to make it better, like it because artists are always like, oh, that it can always be better, but at some point you got to stop. What's the point in your heads, each of you, that you're like, no, this is what we're doing. We're gonna stop making it better and just go for it.
So we were, I mean, Gene was
Never stop.
rewriting, Gene was rewriting the day before we were shooting sometimes. So it never really stopped, but there was like, we worked on it pretty hard for a year. And then we were like, all right, I don't know if I can do it anymore. And then it was just like tweaks after that.
And then what's the workload as far as the directing? Because I know Gene, you actually act in this, give a dynamite performance, so to speak. But who how's the workflow work like that? I don't know, just how do you guys go about that?
We take turns doing everything. Gene is very actor oriented. He's an actor, so he would focus on a lot of performances and fine tuning them. And then I would focus more on the world and the cinematography and the production design and kind of the sequences of each scene and how they evolve. And then we just kind of go back and forth. And if there's something that I didn't want to do, I'd be like, Gene, you got to do it.
We would. The only time it ever got static was when we were both looking at the monitor. And we'd be like hands over the monitor looking at him like, what are you looking at? I'm looking at this. What are you looking at? We're getting as close as possible and detailed and studying it. And no, we have a really great working relationship. And yeah, I love actors. I mean, I just think they're so exciting and interesting and engaging. And so there's a million things to do on a set and to come out with a good frame of a movie. And there's an endless checklist to do, and you're relying on a lot of people, and it's really helpful to be able to be like, Will, what do you think of this costume? Can you do costumes right now? I'm gonna go look at trees. I'm gonna go look at moss samples or something, and I'm gonna go rewrite. I mean, we were rewriting, yeah, the night before and stuff. And when you get a great cast, we had Brittany Allen, who is a tremendous actress and so intelligent, and she was the perfect leader for this band Explorers, and she's the perfect leader of this ensemble, and she just helmed the film in such a passionate way. And when you get people like that, they challenge you to try and do your best and challenge you in terms of they own the characters, they take over them, they know more about them than you do because they're spending all of their time investing in it. And so when you have tremendous actors like that, and it's across the board in our ensemble, but when you have tremendous actors like that, they're constantly challenging you and trying things and asking if they can try it this way or that way, or what if the scene went like this, and so you're constantly balancing those things, and it's all just to try and make the best movie possible. So it's a constant work in progress. I don't think there's one thing we couldn't have. I don't think there's one we couldn't have worked more on. Like we could have taken as much time as we would have gotten and just kept going endlessly working on stuff and trying to make it better. So there's no shortage of tasks.
What's the casting process like on this? Because I like William Sadler, for example, like he says yes, you say yes because he's just awesome. But did he do read throughs or did he just, oh, we got this character and we're calling this person because they're going to crush it? Or like, how did that go?
We looked at a lot of different people, and like with Bill Sadler, I mean, and Corbin, we were like, these guys would be amazing. If they say yes, we 100% just cast them if we could get so lucky. And luckily they did both say yes, so we were like, we're doing it. We didn't have them read or anything. We just knew that they were going to be perfect.
No one read for any part. I mean, it was all relationship based on in one capacity or another. I mean, I think maybe a couple of the people that we did, some of the locals just in Buffalo, and realistically, they were all so great. They didn't need to read. We just didn't know the locals there. And so once we saw them, we are like, absolutely fit the part. They're exactly who we could imagine. And yeah, I don't think there was anyone who read for a role. It was all just relationship based and talking to them and fitting the right team that can come together, and everyone brings their all the different components that make them exciting together.
And then also the special effects team, the Yeti looked awesome. So like, what was the process in getting that? Because I mean, you could get someone, we'll throw some hair on the tall guy, but whoever you got to do the Yeti did a great job.
Ali Gordon, his team, Wayne Anderson, those guys are creature jefe. And if there wasn't such a thing before, there is now. But they're the creature jefes. They spent 8 or 9 months working on it. And there was a mystery to the process, like great art and like great artists. You don't always get to watch every component of it. They'd go away in the laboratory and come back. But they worked off our ideas and designs and kept throwing things back at us. And Wayne hand sculpted that creature. I mean, it's truly a work of art, and it was built to fit his brother Robert. So it is a one of one. No one else can go inside of that suit either. So we were all in with them no matter what. But yeah, that was great. They were doing they had all kinds of tricks up their sleeves of like special fur that they had to order at this certain time of year, or else there wasn't any left in the factory, and paint and blood. And we kept laughing because one of the early versions came back and it was so chiseled and cut and lean. Like it might have had a 14 pack, which I can't tell you how many abs a Yeti has, but this one had 12 to 14, and we kept calling it the Brad Pitt Fight Club Yeti, which was cool, but we were like, we need more girth on this thing. This thing needs to look like it lives through winter when it's hulking around. It doesn't move. It's not like a sprinter. It's this thing that kind of lumbers around in a way, or at least our version, gorilla cryptid. And so we talked with them, and we're like, we got to make it bigger. And they're like, bigger. We're like, bigger. And they just kept going after it. But really talented team of people. And that if you look at it up close, it's a terrifying creature.
Well, this movie's fun as hell and bloody, and I love it. And it's playing in AMC Theaters on April 4th and 8th, and then digital April 10th. Go watch it in theaters if you can, because it seems like a good midnight movie. Before I let you guys go, I just want to get a film recommendation from each of you, either a movie that's personal to you or a movie that one's really good and no one talks about it.
Mine is always going to be The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. My favorite movie of all time.
Mine's maybe today. My movie is the original Bad News Bears. Have you seen the creature that is Walter Matthau in Bad News Bears? Now that 14 pack of beer, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, it looked just like a real human, but a little off, I guess.
Yeah, excellent work though. Excellent creature feature.
But Gene, well, thanks for joining me. Congratulations on the movie, and wish you all the success. And can't wait to see. Who knows? Maybe you guys do a Wendigo next, or a Mononongo, Jersey Devil, whatever you guys want to do. I'm in.
The Jersey Devil, absolutely. Thanks, Erik.
Excellent. And